Ready? Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Note of Facts. This show tonight's going to be a humdinger. I'm going to hit places that you're going to call me names or something, which I really don't care, as usual. But it's the truth. If you open your eyes once in a while and get out from a can of beer or whatever, you'll see what I mean. The future of Shrewsbury is not a future like some of the other towns. They have their act together. I don't hear anything bad about other towns. Why do we frequent the other towns? Because of the prices. The people are more friendlier than politicians. Want you to bend over, kiss their backside. What did you do for you? What did you do for you? Nothing. People in Shrewsbury depend on nothing, especially the selectman, town manager, school department, finance committee. Some of the selectmen are good. I would say 2 or 3 of them. I don't care what anyone says. Anyone thinks of me, and then I am truthful and tell what's going on. It's not a big secret. Hate me if you want. I really don't care. Care less. And never will. The school department is the most dishonest band of nitwits in the whole state. Big Head Sawyer is a fine example of a crook. Cannot run a school department, hires jerks and much more. He talks about other people, over other people. That's really classy. He takes the special money and spends it on everything else, but especially that fact. Accept that fact. If you have a child with a handicap, pay attention. He don't want to talk to you when he's going to try to talk to him. He hides behind that First Medicine filing cabinet as soon as you looked in the big window. The finance group is next to him. How come he before and then and they give him everything he wants? No one bothers the school department. What's wrong with the town manager sticking his nose in the affairs? He will find out a lot. Is he afraid of? That's a fine town manager. Big mistake. This town was a good has a good wild age town. Now it is a bunch of wanderers, politicians who get away with murder. When will it stop? Granted, some are good, but they vote for something other. The others, they will get blackballed. It's dues to have to be that anyone can vote the way you want them to. People in this town are really behind the person. It's easy to say, to be a phony and make believe that they are behind you who is running for office. The real phony and brown noses have to go there. The ones who ruin that person's hope and will, and be a big mouth down a coffee shop. Man or woman. Honesty. If you are behind someone, act like you're a human. Bring lot of a big mouth jackass. Come on. The reason we vote is to bring the best man forward. On the TV, some of the politicians get cured up 1 or 2 before they vote. Look to see who will they vote for the good, and vote from the heart, not caring about what's the most person, then what the rest of the people think. Have a nice town. Get rid of the big shot positions. Make Shrewsbury a good town. Not in the direct. It is going on. This town is going to see hell fast. First, look around and you will see problems. The elected and appointed taking credit for something no one mentions. The 1.5 missing water, why? Not finding it is a no answer. How whatever. How many horses in Shrewsbury have a water have a water taster? No committee or board in keeping with us abreast of what's going on to find. I know the water down in Precinct 2 is still like tasting poison. If you people think you've cured it, you've made it worse. The taste and the smell from that water is a disgrace. How come you go to other towns and other places in town and the water's not bad? No, the hell with Precinct 2, you're saying. Well, the hell with you too. Someone will be in trouble, and they can't and won't mention where it is going. If we find out, there will be people in a lot of trouble. Big trouble this 2019, and they can't find where the leak is. That's a joke. Trouble, yeah. Trouble. That's the no. And many hidden agendas must be destroyed. How they don't care about anyone. Why should the residents wonder? Know when residents know how that they will be in trouble with other residents? No, almost 5 years have gone by. What is going on with to take 15 years behind all their positions and are compromised? Then the fun starts and the finger pointing begins. Let's be honest. Does anyone care about water? It is important, very important. Something must be done. Get the right people for the right answer, not asking other people that don't know. We have a town hall that just don't care. The only interest is damn schools. What a way to live. Trust does not enter it anywhere in town. And all you people will be out of a job. Too bad. And clean house, get people who are smarter than you people, and they will only take 2 selectmen that are all right. School department, finance committee don't want the toe to collapse. The Berlin Wall should be built in Shrewsbury. East side. We will not get anywhere with people every day coming to Shrewsbury. People laugh at this town. Why? Because their money, because their money, a lot of it. Some will be to be like Westboro. Excuse me, the West Bank. All the Jewish people moved to Shrewsbury, Westboro. Westboro, Northboro, Southboro, and many other towns have their act together. Concord and other towns do not take down any kind of school or building that's historic. They fix them up where they should be. Not this town with the golden. They want golden schools. New schools. Do not make children smarter. You will never hear the words from the same selectmen on finance. All they talk about is the building committee and people contributing money. Money. That's all this town talks about. Why don't they talk about something else? No, they won't. Do you think that some of the people are going to fall for this, keep talking about money when they're as broke as anybody else? I doubt it. I doubt it very, very much. Like the school is planning a 10-room addition, more money down the drain. The lost part is that they want the residents to pay half of your school of the school at the addition. That stopped. Go ahead. If you smarten up, the hell with the rest. Ignorance, downright hatred of residents. School department has more money than God. They will steal money from special needs accounts. you will take the money from these poor kids. I hope you choke on it and you take the money from them. When you take the money from them. That's what I mean about a rotten town. No one cares. Certainly the officials don't care. Thank you for your demented thoughts and your rotten way. That's the truth. Personally, I really hope they get caught. I will put an article in the paper about what they do. Leave the kids alone. Get it, Big Head Sawyer? Why don't you all resign so the town can breathe? It takes one person to get the ball rolling. Why not? It does not take a person to be honest and sincere. It takes a man or a woman to be up front. But we will never see that. But we will never see that happen again. All you people who watch my show or whoever, you will see who tells the truth. But most of you are afraid to question anyone up the town hall. Write a letter. They will read it at the meeting. So what? The more that's written, the more people and are paying attention. So write a letter. You will find it better than you thought. Well, all I can say is this losing water baloney is for the birds. 1.5 million gallons a week, I guess, or something. I mean, are we all stupid? Are you people out there all stupid? These politicians think we're stupid. Well, I tell you, 99% of them aren't stupid. You people are the most stupidest people in the world, the politicians. I can name you 3 selectmen that should be fired, resigned, and you only have 2 left. That's about the size of it right there. The water problem is going to be a problem if no one speaks up, which I will, for the next 100 years if you don't say nothing. But who cares about Precinct 2? What if it was your precinct? Would you care? Sure you would. You'd go and bake a roast beef dinner for some of the officials. But it's getting to a point now you can't even wash your car. You got these damn streaks all over the car, in the windows and everything else. You can't get rid of them. What about these poor little kids? What are they going to acquire for a sickness when they get older? It's going to come to that. Believe it or not, it's going to come to that. Their bodies can only take so much. And when they get older, they'll find out. They'll find out who was right and who was wrong. But in the meantime, everyone has to put up with that rotten water and the rotten stink. I bet you now, if you went up the north side of Shrewsbury and some of the big $400,000 homes, do you honestly think you'd smell that water up there? I doubt it very much. Talk about ass kissing. That's the place where they kids do the most ass kissing, is up there. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. You people have ruined this town to no end. To no end you've ruined this town. With your little parties and your little backstabbing parties and all this other stuff and talking about people. Talk about me. I don't care. I could care less about you rats. Because it's all you are is a bunch of rats. And the sooner you know it, the sooner I'll like it. What are you going to come down here in force and beat me up? Huh. Yeah, that'll be the day. That'll be the day. That'll be the day. That'll be the day. You people don't even know what it is to have a good fight on your hands. You're all a bunch of spoiled brats. That's the trouble. You're all right around town with your caddies and your Mercedes-Benz and every other damn thing. What good is that going to do you? What good is that going to do you? You're telling your fellow residents to go to hell. You could have bad water, but I'm not going to have bad water. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not going to have bad water. Because the water is still crummy in Shrewsbury. And don't think it stops here. Some of the other towns think we're laughing, we're a joke and a half. They know that the politicians in this town are nothing but a bunch of phonies. They should not be appointed. And this other thing with the town manager in Donna O'Connor on the boat on Lake Quinsigamon. That's a crock of baloney. The new town manager should know better. Should know better. He's making a fool out of his job. That's what he's doing. He's making himself look like a baboon. He probably is a baboon, but I don't care. 30-something years old, thinks he knows everything. He knows everything that has to be said and everything that has to be done. He don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. He only hangs around with the big shots in town. You think some of the other people know what he looks like? I don't know. I don't care what he looks like. I don't care what he looks like. He probably looks like a 2-year-old kid, which is his problem. This town is going to hell faster than you think. Faster than you think. And when it hits you in the face, you're going to say, wow, why didn't they tell us? Why didn't they tell us this was coming? Why should they tell you this was coming? Why? You should have known better. You should have paid attention at some of the meetings. If you don't go, watch the damn TV. You could have paid attention there. Then these different notes, you could write a letter about what they said and send it to that board. And they read it on television. No, are you afraid that whatever they read, your neighbors will retaliate? Who the hell cares what they do? Who cares what they do? Down deep inside, they admire you for having strength and the fortitude to write a letter like that. No one else does. No one else does. 15, 20 years ago, this town was a good town. Yeah, Mr. Carney was rough, but that's all right. That's all perfectly all right. He's rough. He was a good man, though. He was a good man. He kept this town in order. He kept this town in order. No matter what happened, he was right there to stop it or curve it to the right or to the left to eliminate the problem. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it. It was unfortunate the last 2.5 we had in town was the day that they buried Mr. Carney. So you had people in front of the town hall jumping up and down as Mr. Carney's funeral went by. That's nice. No brains to shut up. No brains to shut your mouth until the funeral went by. No brains whatsoever. That's the kind of people you got here. Hooray for me and up yours. That's their motto. That's their motto. And the water problem is going to be here for a long, long time, and you people that just don't care. You just don't care. Well, next week I'm going to have next show, I'm going to have a real expose about things. I've been doing a lot of research, and those people who are really smarter than I ever thought I've been, and smarter than them, people that are smarter than them, might be on my show or might write letters. I don't know yet. Whatever they want to do, be comfortable with them. And you had, all of a sudden, you're seeing Pulitzer Prize awards being passed out to people who research water problems. Why don't you get one of those here in Shrewsbury? No. You're afraid to spend the money, so the school department won't have enough money. That's all you are. You're all a bunch of greedy rats. That's all you are. That's all you will be. While the town goes to hell. Your greed is unbelievable. It's disgusting. You just don't care about the residents of Shrewsbury, and you never will care. You never will care. Someday all this is going to come back at you, and I'll be glad, because I'll be the head one coming back at you. And I will come back at you, believe me. I'm not going to let any of this go by. What are you, crazy? No way. Damn phone. Shut up. Wait a minute. All right. This town's going down and down and down and down. And if they're doing what they did years ago to the underprivileged children, to the ones that have a handicap, and they're doing it to these children, someone's not paying attention. If the parents think they're getting a good deal, they're not. They're getting screwed. And but the problem is, these parents won't say nothing because they're afraid of their own shadow. They're afraid if their son or daughter gets into school and blah, 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 the teachers and the rest of the people will dump on them. Well, you don't have to let them do that. You go to school with your kid 1 or 2 times a week, and you'll see what's going on. You'll see how extra nice these people are to the kids. That's a lot of baloney. That is a lot of baloney. They're doing it on purpose, dopies, to see this, so you can see how good they're doing. And that's not the answer, though. That's not the answer. That should be a concerted effort, 5 days a week, on those poor children. But again, not Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury used to be a good town. Now it's a town I wouldn't scrape under our waste barrel, because they stink. They stink. And the school department keeps hiring dummies. They keep hiring dummies. They put a phony title in front of their name, and to get the job established. How do we know that they're not getting money? These phony people getting money and splitting it with the higher ups in the school department. How do we know they're not doing that? You don't know. That's the problem. You don't know. But someday it's going to fly up and you're going to stare right in the face. Oh, why didn't we know that? Why wasn't someone on top of that? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, come up with the answer after everything's destroyed. Yeah, that takes brains. That takes a lot of brains. But in the meantime, the town goes on, rottener and rottener, and you sit back and relax and have your beer in front of the TV and don't care. And if a meeting comes on TV that concerns your kid, you all you know how to do is get another beer or get some potato chips and sit on your fat ass and watch what's going on. That's all you know how to do. You say to you under your breath probably, oh, this ain't my kid. Why should I watch it? Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Not your kid. Well, what if it was your kid? You're going to still be a milquetoast and don't say nothing? Yeah, you probably will. You probably will. Probably will. I'm telling you now, and I'll tell you for the last time. Get off your dead asses and get involved with the schools, because they're the ones that are draining your pockets. They're draining everything. In this daycare library we got here, that's the biggest joke of all. Since when do you have more kids in the library than books? Huh? Anyone answer that question? Anybody answer that question? With ice cream all over the place and cookies all over the place is a friggin' pigsty. And the people who they got running it, no brains whatsoever, just to keep their $3.80 job. They don't know what the hell they're doing. That's all right. The more that piles up, the more it goes into. So far, it's 10 pages I've written about this town. Let it go to 10,000 pages for all I care. And everyone in Boston will get a copy. Believe me, they'll get a copy. Believe me, of what goes on in this town. And do you think you're going to get saved? Yeah, you're going to get saved, all right. Yeah, sure. Well, I burned your ear up enough. Thank you for watching Notifacts. And the next show is going to be a humdinger. Thank you and good night.